what inspired me was I didn't know what to do. I was a teacher, had been teaching for 18 years.
Hey there, beautiful soul. I'm speaking directly to you.
Not only did changing my practices help me physically, it also helped me mentally. I didn't realize how much your food determines your mental health.
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
For real. Let me buckle in.
You know, a lot of people say it's hard to eat healthy. It's hard. You don't know what to buy. You don't know what to do. But you are really helped my emotional body. So now I don't have to be sad about not being able to do something. I don't have to hide anger at myself for not being able to do something. I don't have to hide that I don't feel like I'm enough. I don't feel like I did that correctly. If I do this, somebody's going to see me have a panic attack, so I'm not going to do it at all. I don't have to do any of that. I'm so glad I'm in a space where I can tell, okay, Eric, you did too much this weekend. Come on in here, cleanse your system, get you some tea, get you some meditations, get you some rest, do some yoga so we can reset. Things that I have never, ever been able to do before in life, I can do now.
Welcome, love. Here we embrace a way of living that flows with peace, balance, and intention. This is a space where your mind, body, and spirit are nourished by the beauty of nature and the power of presence. When we eat with mindfulness and care, we honor God's creation and reconnect with the rhythm of the earth, discovering how deeply our well-being is tied to the foods we choose and the way in which we nurture ourselves. As we breathe deeply and let go of the weight of the world, we awaken to the quiet power of holistic living, a space of stillness, reflection, and divine connection. In those sacred moments, we realign with our truest selves and remember the beauty that's been with us all along. This journey isn't just about lifestyle. It's about wholeness. Each meal becomes a prayer of gratitude, each skincare ritual an act of love, and each moment an opportunity to restore harmony and joy within. Together, let's walk this path of healing and transformation, guided by faith, grounded in peace, and renewed by the simple, sacred gifts of life. Welcome to a life of balance, wellness, and awakening. The Ella Rose Way.
When I changed my diet, things that used to just really rattle me decreased. My social anxiety started in my teens. I did not realize what it was then. I have to have my friends be with me. Wait a minute, y'all come, when we go here, I'm going to meet you at such and such. Don't leave me, things like that. Then it would be my mom. I would call her on the phone. Mom, I'm finna walk in the store. Can you talk to me while I'm walking in the store? But as I became an adult, you just don't want to keep doing that. Then you start to avoid things. I'm almost like sick now because I had to be in a social situation. I did not realize how much your mental health is attributed to what you place in your mouth. If you're dealing with anxiety, one of the main things is lemon balm. I have some fresh lemon balm here. Lemon balm also does a plethora of other things. It'll help with your digestion. It'll help with weight loss. It'll help with your hormones for women who are experiencing menstrual cramps and menopause. It'll help with that. And what I'm doing is letting it dry. Then I'll add it to my little herbal apothecary that I have over here. So many different herbs and different things. But ashwagandha, I just didn't put in ashwagandha in here because I normally do that at bedtime. Then I have my mimosa tincture to just give my body a little dose of happy. I come to my mimosa tincture. You can do this anytime. When people see me committed to not eating a certain thing, going to a certain space, or saying no when I want to say no or saying yes when I want to say yes, having clear boundaries, not participating in something I don't want to participate in. Largely, a lot of that came from my mental body was able to heal because I'm now feeding my body well, nutritiously.
Yeah, any cuss words you can edit out.
Yes.
My name is Wendy Williams. I'm always say I'm the cute one in Mississippi. And I am the logistics manager with Footprint Farms. We grow a lot of local fresh vegetables that we distribute to the farmers market, sell to the farmers market, and also in designated desert food areas, mostly like the Delta rural areas. We do a lot of those. We also do a lot of nonprofit for churches, schools, living facilities. Got a lot of people that make a one-stop shop when they come into town, and they get everything they need, and then they go back. They just travel back, and you should see the smile on the glow on their face when they get a full box of fresh produce to have to take home by traveling at least 200 miles to get to Jackson. It just warms my heart.
When I started my journey, eating better and making better choices, this is where I came. You and Miss Sarah, where my spaces, where I purchased my vegetables, where I got my recipes on what to cook, what to do. You all really poured into me on that journey. And you know, a lot of people say it's hard to eat healthy. It's hard. You don't know what to buy. You don't know what to do. That's what you hear. You hear that it was so expensive to eat healthy. It's so expensive. But my grocery bill, all of that decreased. It was really life-changing moment to see that I could come here and purchase my vegetables for the week. They've been grown in Mississippi soil, and it's not expensive. You all really helped guide me on that journey. So I'm so grateful for this space. Now I feel like a pro with it, baby. All because of y'all.
My customers, you know, when they ask me about cooking or want to try something new, I always tell them about the added value part to it.
Yeah.
So it might be collard greens. Some people like just the greens, and if they didn't use the stalk, I tell them, well, okay, cut the stalk up and use it in maybe a soup or roast. You know, do it as an added value. There's a lot of waste. You know, you can do something else with it. Like onions, cut it up. Okra will be out of season in the fall. Go ahead and get it now and just cut it up and freeze it. Put it in Ziploc bags and freeze it. And so during the year, you will have what you need. You just take, use, and put back. And really, they appreciate it because it's something that they never thought of or knew or how to go about it. And so that's an incentive for them to even eat better. I always say Footprint Farms is a community service. Yeah. So I always throw in a recipe or two at the side.
Yes, you do. You do. Yep, you introduced me to a lot of things. I really enjoyed that. So thank you all.
Yeah, it's a work. It's still a work in progress, but we still keep our mind that farm to table, and we are here to serve our people. We have to look out for them, whatever we can do.
Yes.
Yes. Cindy Az Elliott. She is a female black farmer. How she started, she worked at Wall Street, and after 9/11, and she lost a lot of friends during that time. She came back to Mississippi and didn't have a plan, and so she bought 68 acres and started doing little seeds and pots. That's the print of where we started. When I met her, she started it in 2010, and I came a year after. And my husband and I, Daniel Murray, been here since. And we always remember, you know, the footprint.
I can definitely see that, even just being here for a small amount of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can definitely feel that. And I love the zero waste, or at least like, you know, added value thing.
Added value.
'Cause that's what I try to do is like zero waste in my kitchen. Even if I don't use it, I use it as compost.
I use mine as
yeah.
compost too. I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
soil is on point, baby.
Yeah, I have, and you could put anything you wish to it in compost besides plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fresh sorrel, if you take out strip it out, you can eat it as a salad. But those that dehydrated, you could also do like a smoothie when you boil it and you strain it
so
out.
I'll use it for some of my smoothies too. I'll do that.
You can
I'll
add
do
it
that.
to your smoothie, whatever
I will.
you
I'll do
add
that
to
too.
it.
This time they say I was reading something that says that I could chop the sorrel up and kind of make it like a taco meat. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that out. See how they
Sorrel, they even use it as hair dyes.
Well, I love that.
They get it. Yeah. And I always tell them to get it out of love. It's our labor is just a labor of love. So we passing it on to them. Right, Eric?
Yes, and I feel that every time I prepare my food for Footprint Farms, I could now be present in the moment. I wouldn't be so exhausted when I left social situations, as opposed to going to a space and leaving like, what just actually happened there? I feel so comfortable in my own skin, and I feel so accomplished.
I love you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. I'm so proud of myself. I'm glad to be here.
The first time I met you, think about where I was in my life or just whatever I had going on and how you so elevated. You so wise. You so loving and caring and just like, you know, on your stuff. When we met, you didn't know like what was going on in my life, but becoming more into a young woman and it was like, oh, here is somebody I can look at. She doing her own thing. She fly. She, you know what I'm saying? She elegant. She got style. She got community. She's a mom. She got businesses. You always have the energy and the smile
And the one thing that was most prevalent during that time, I did not believe in myself. I felt like I had to involve all of the parties that I went out and reached out to, because I felt like you all were going to be the ones who got things going. I didn't see me. So when you all would be talking to me, I didn't see me as it. I would be thinking like, girl, I called you. I knew that how am I going to ask people, so many people, to join me if I show fear? So at the time, I was studying all different types of people in the Bible who were tasked to do something and they had to do it afraid. All of those men in the Old Testament that had to frame a way of doing things. So that was my space. And then I also studied business leaders and I studied their origin stories. How did they get started with their businesses? And I allowed that to guide me and fuel me, because I didn't know what to do.
Girl, I can't believe
So I didn't know anything about what to do.
you're a dream.
I can say that now, like, y'all following me, but baby, we crawling.
That's so powerful though, because the things that you're saying that you did were some of the things that I had ended up doing in my own journey.
Yeah.
Which to me speak to how you call to us, because you do the groundwork.
Yeah. And at the time, it doesn't feel like the groundwork. It just feels like I'm working. At the time, it just feels like I'm doing what God called me to do. And then a lot of times, I feel like, Erica, you sure you want to go do this, girl? Like, shoot, just stay in the car. Let's just go back home. I didn't view myself in a leadership role. I always viewed it as a group effort, a team effort, a community effort. The only thing about that, though, is, especially then, I didn't have the discernment that I have now. So I depended and I put people and things out front that should not have been. So my trust should have been in God all the time. And a lot of times I would make the wrong decisions and have to scale it back and do things over again, scale it back, do things over again. But the people who remained, where God showed me there are a certain group of people that I want you to build community with, but there is a group of people who, no, I don't.
But I just wonder what it was like for you going through those challenges, because how did you, I see what you did with it.
It was scary. At the time, I was at the height of anxiety because I had been diagnosed with kidney disease and I had to leave my career. So finances were not what they had been. I was out on my own doing my business as opposed to having a steady paycheck. So I was totally, absolutely terrified. But I knew to do what I was doing, I couldn't show that. how can I ask you all to do something and then I'm showing fear?
And then even to get to know you further and see what informed you, what like makes you who you are, like all of the challenges. I'm like, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, when she was born, she seemed healthy and normal. Everything right on time. But as she got older, I knew something was wrong. So we went to the clinic, and we found out then.
Spinal bifida. The spinal cord is left exposed. What it does is form a protective tissue around the spinal cord. Now, that protective tissue can cause a host of problems itself. So that's what it did with me.
She had a kidney removed. It had shriveled up to be really, really nothing. She had surgery on her foot because that spinal bifida, it made that foot grow inward.
Like this. My left foot was growing opposite the right foot. And she wanted to see what is going on. I had some other things too. Weakness and my leg. So it was a lot of things going on that she wasn't aware of. And my grandmother, Rose Ann, told her, I need you to take her to the doctor because there's something wrong.
These ordeals were just really hard. Finally, I decided, that she just didn't seem like she was getting any better. And I said, Lord, this is my child. I need her to be healed. So I went to the yellow pages in my office. The next person I see that in this book, this is the person I'm going to call.
The first surgery I had to have was on my spinal cord. They had to remove a growth off my spinal cord. Now, Dr. Sanford told my mom this was a critical surgery. After this surgery, there was a 50-50 chance that after they removed that growth off my spinal cord that I would not be able to walk. I always tell people, when your people are in the hospital, yes, talk to them because they can hear you. My mom will be there every day, talking to me, reading to me, rubbing my hair, combing my hair, but I was not responsive. I could not speak back to her. And she would ask me to move my toes, and I would wiggle my toes, and then she would ask me to move my legs, and I would move my legs. I couldn't speak, but I would hear her standing over me praising God after she would ask me to move my toes and move my legs. On the flip side of that, my mom had positive conversations and prayers and things like that over me. Don't let them speak in a negative manner. Don't let the person that's laying in the bed hear, oh, they're never going to walk again, or they're never going to do this. Those conversations, have them outside in the hallway because we can hear you. Listening to my mama praying for me, listening to her standing over me, asking me to do certain things, even as a child, that made me want to fight and push hard to get well. I knew that my mama's praying for me. I need to be on the same team that she's on, and we got to get out of this bed. That surgery set the tone for how I handled any adversity for the rest of my life. I don't know if my mom knows that. She set the tone of perseverance for me. She set the tone of being a fighter. She set the tone of whatever they said. No, we're listening to what God says. And that's how I've handled everything. So when I was diagnosed with kidney disease, although I did not know what route we were going to take, I knew that God was going to do what he has always done all of my life, and that was heal. When I said heal, it made me think about my sister sent me a movie to watch, and that sent me on a path that I had never even thought about, a path towards meditation. I knew what prayer was, but I didn't know what meditation was. And for me, prayer is talking to God, but meditation is sitting still so I can hear from God. Okay,
so,
I'm ready.
This is a float tank. What you're looking at is 850 pounds of Epsom salt dissolved in less than 200 gallons of water, heated to approximately 93.5 degrees, which is the outer temperature of your skin. So when you get in, should you choose to close the door, their temperature is going to equalize with the temperature of the solution. which is the temperature of your skin, so it's a neutral sensation, so you kind of get this loss of sense of the body. Then that coupled with the density of the solution, which is 10 times more dense than the Dead Sea, cradles your body in almost a zero gravity kind of way. And then it's dark and it's quiet, so all of your sensory input is majorly restricted.
Yes, that's what I need because I am tired. So God's voice is quiet, it's still. There's a song that my grandmother used to sing, there's a blessing in the quietness. When things are quiet, that's when we can hear God speak. Jessica introduced me to that movie Heal. There's a segment out there that talks about meditation and what meditation does with the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. Flight or freeze in your body. This is your body's ability to jump in and handle stress. If you're scared, if you're alarmed, if you need to move, if you need to get big and handle this situation, that's your sympathetic nervous system. Blood rushes to the body, you're ready to roll. Now, for the second word, put para, P-A-R-A, in front of that. Parasympathetic. So we have sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Now, parasympathetic nervous system is your rest and restore. This is the space in your body that's designed for healing. Now remember, if we stay in fight or flight for too long, healing slows down. If you're too stressed every day, if you're running, letting people, places, or things stress you out, healing in the body slows down. So we must intentionally switch back into rest and restore. And once I got into that space, oh my God, that changed my life. They're gonna give me the cue. This sent me on a journey where I'm now learning to sit and listen to God. And from there, I listened to God about changing my diet and for the kiddos. One time they wouldn't eat with me, but they will eat with me now.
What?
They want to eat this good food. We ate processed food because I was a teacher and I ain't had time to cook. So they were used to high sugar, high salt.
Right.
So when I switched to no added sugar, no salt, it's like,
Now they're
what
like,
is
what
going
is?
on?
Yeah.
What happened to our mama food?
Y'all's mouths are overstimulated.
Exactly. When we feed our bodies well, then our hormones can regulate on their own. That's part of healing. And when these hormones that attribute to different systems in our bodies, when they are able to be fed well, nutritiously, they are able to function correctly. And the areas that were of lack can now redo that thing and work properly. So I had meditation and then nutrition, and then I even fell off a bit, felt like I needed somebody outside of me to show me what I needed to do, and I started doing all kind of other business ventures and stuff like that, and I kind of got away from what I heard in my meditation. So I had some life experiences that sent me back to that space of it's time to get quiet and listen. And then that led me to where I am now. My left leg, my left foot, my left arm is all considerably much weaker than the right side of my body. So I was like, God, you really want me to teach yoga? God is something else.
Welcome back to the Daily Sip. Here with me now is Erica Archie, who is over at Ella Rose Yoga here in Jackson. Welcome to the show, Erica.
Thank you for having me back again.
Real quick definition of what is yoga?
Yoga is movement and breath that unites the body and the mind.
Okay.
It's a practice that helps the body and the mental body and the physical body connect.
Okay, this is not some superstitious thing. This actually works, okay?
Yeah. No. This is the physical part of yoga. There are others who may use it for some other things, but we focus on the physical body, healing the body from the inside out.
Yeah. How does it work?
Now, what it works, we have muscles, tendons, synovial fluid in our joints and our muscles that are constricted, that have stagnant energy, that have not been moving. And this creates dis-ease in the body. It creates inflammation in the body. So yoga helps us move those muscles, helps us move the breath throughout the body so we can massage the body from the inside out. And this is what promotes healing.
Okay, and this is for anybody? For
anybody, for any age group, yes.
Now tell me about is Ella Rose Yoga, is that right?
Yes.
And tell me about it.
Ella Rose Yoga is my business. Those are my grandmothers, Ella May and Roseanne. That's where that name came from, yes. I have rheumatoid arthritis, high blood pressure, anxiety, and migraines. I suffer from all of this prior to the new lifestyle that I live that's infused with yoga.
Wow.
So my grandmothers were my first healers who took care of me as a child and told my mother what to do with me. So I thought it was only fitting to name it after them. It took me a minute to find a good care team, but I have one that I love.
So yoga is in addition to, not in a replace of?
No, not a replace of, because we still need testing. We still need to test our blood tests, things like that.
Okay. Now you have some volunteers here. Let me get out of the way so we can get a good camera shot of it. Tell me who you have here and what they're going to be doing.
I have my mother, Catherine Lacey, here. She's going to be demonstrating chair yoga. And then I have my dearest friend, Jessica Robinson, here. She's going to be demonstrating mat yoga. And I just wanted to show how we're going to be movement with both of these types of yoga, but we're going to be doing the same movements.
Okay.
So if you have mobility issues, flexibility issues, then chair yoga is the space for you. And if you're ready to strengthen your core and really lean on to your own extremities, then mat yoga is ready for you.
Have at it. Show us what we can do.
All right, ladies. So let's take our time. Slowly take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. We work the body well, but we want to rest it well too. So take your time. Bring those legs up toward the ceiling slowly. Activate that core, have to lift them up. Once there,
I am Cass Amelia Young. A lot of people know me by Cass. Well, Erica, we've been knowing each other since middle school. Like I said, over 20 years. I have always seen the resilience in her because she never made her illness identify her. So we always went about our day like nothing was going on and everything was cool. But she would have these moments when she would get sick. She always overcame all of it. And from back then to now, I could just see the change in the using a more holistic approach with her illness, where she don't have to rely on so many medications. And I do my best. We support one another, but I always try to make sure I'm there to support her. The strong title, as a black woman in general, we have to carry that so much. And so I just tell her, you don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay not to be strong.
Yeah. And I know she knows that, but it's like, it's hard to
it's hard
lean
to,
into that.
it is. And it's very hard. It's hard for me too, because I handle a lot, So I do like the fact of our relationship. It's kind of like we lean on one another, you know.
You need that mutual.
People always see all the positives. Oh, you doing this, girl, you got it going on. But they don't know what all that entails.
Yeah.
You know, like I tell people, you see the glory and you see the fruitless, but the labor. Be passionate about whatever you do, because if you're passionate about it, and that's why she's been able to excel in so many adversities, because of the passion. It's natural, it's authentic, it's hers. So when you have that, no matter what goes on, it's easy to juggle when it's bad or good, because this is your passion you're tapping into. You know, she has really been on a journey to get here.
And it has been a journey of, Erica, you got to listen to yourself. And you've got to believe in yourself. And you got to listen to what God says to you in those quiet moments. And this is not the time to listen to someone outside of you. This is the time to zone in and listen to you. So why are we doing all of this? Because I want you all to know that you do not have to live with dis-ease. God made our bodies perfectly. If we treat them well,
then they will treat us well in return. We are mortal, so we will have troubles, but there are so many troubles, there are so many illnesses, there are so many things that we do that can be prevented. I live with the 3 M's. First M is meditation and prayer, meals, and movement. Those things have transformed my life. So even after watching this documentary, if you do not seek out my services, seek out the help of someone else so you can get started on your path. But please remember these 3 M's: meditation and prayer, meals, and movement. I've dealt with illness and sickness all of my life. I'm 47 years old now, and I feel better now than I did in my 20s. All because of the lifestyle changes and the things that I have decided to do for my body. This is my body. It belongs to me. You have your body. It belongs to you. I'm going to treat my body well, and I want you to treat your body well, too.
Perfection.
Okay. Girl, you need to write a book. I'm taking my papers out so y'all can see this is me, baby. Take a picture of this. Not handwriting. This is not AI.
Perfect. Now do the same thing on the other side.
Well, yeah, let's put it in there.
Oh, Lord, yo. All right.
Being on the farm, I pulled in my
So many women go through so many things and you don't realize the energy that you put into it. Meditation, just constantly always trying to find that safe space within yourself, because when you work on the inward, you can work on the outward. So your inner energy always have to be in place when you're trying to get to anything in life in general, but especially when you're trying to make sure you stay healthy and whole.